this to be highly competitive. 3 points here and the feel-good factor of eventual progression kicks in. It's a great foundation to tackle the rest of the group games.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Carvajal, is one of the most adventurous fullbacks around, Peter. He's definitely come a long way since he had to go to Germany to look for first-team opportunities. That move actually aided his development in a very big way, as it happens, especially the defensive and physical side. It's toughened him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And the header! Decent enough try. Cattell shifted upfield. Oh, that's a key interception. It'll be a throw-in.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Cucurella. Now Nico Williams. Nico Williams. In once more.
Spain clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Kostic does really well to win the ball there. Cattell. It's a quick ball upfield. And here's Morata. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Williams! Now it's Dani Olmo. Another chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Danny Vivian. Nico Williams. It's Pedri. Cucurella. Oh, what has a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
And it's hoisted clear. Serbia can counter promptly here. Played into the middle. Serbia have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Clears it away. Carvajal. Yamal. Dani Olmo. It's gone for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Interesting ball. Kostic.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Kostic
Clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or...
Kostic has got himself a free kick. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Mitrovic finds himself offside. Rodri. And Dani Olmo. Cattell. Forward it goes. Now that's well seen too. Out of play for a throw. Dani Olmo. Rodri. Now Nico Williams. Pedri. The pass has gone astray. Serbia opting for a change of tack here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, but it's an approach that can work very well if you've got the players who have the right movement in the box. You know, when they're coming in from wide positions, you just want that instinct to take over.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pedri. Cucurella. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And here's chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Goodell gets rid without sophistication. Cucurella. Nice interception, well timed.
Spain clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Dani Olmo. Spain are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Danny Vivian. And Carvajal. Danny Vivian. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Rodri chooses to go back. Steaming on goalwards. Delivery from Danny Carvajal. So Jim, what are you thinking? Pavlovic, and it's played forward. No, that's been intercepted. Nico Williams. Pedri. Cucurella. Cucurella crosses. Gets good distance on it. Here comes another cross.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Up towards the front line. Mitrovic chasing after it. They've managed to get it away. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Pavlovic. What a throw in. Dani Olmo. Cattell looks to bypass the midfield. Nico Williams. It's Pedri. Danny Vivian. And Lenormand. Pedri. And Cucurella. Nico Williams. Very nicely done. Mitrovic. And it's Mitrovic. Carvajal. Cattell. Pavlovic. He's gone direct here. Oh, that's well spotted. Dani Olmo. Now Danny Vivian. Yamal. Carvajal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Gently done. Over to the left. Kostic. Great skill, that's nice. Look at the space here. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Kostic. Kostic going full steam ahead down the left flank. Now the finish! Goal! Serbia!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Serbia get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Vlahovic. Now it's Mitrovic. Played out wide.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Defending of the desperate variety. Yamal. Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And he's managed to get free. Cucurella.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's had it taken off him. Turns back here, probably the best option. Kostic. Aim forwards. Nico Williams. It's Pedri. Rodri. Williams. And the shot! Danger averted for now. And that's definitely not his best. Carvajal. Forwards and with intent. Williams. And he's there to get it away. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Pedri. Looking for options for movement. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he has been fouled there. Nico Williams. Rodri. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's hoisted clear. Great leap! And that's caused a worry or two.
Rodri certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Cucurella. Now Nico Williams. Pedri. Now Dani Vivian. Cattell. And it's Gutel. Mitrovic is onto it in a flash. Pedri. Lenormand. It's Pedri. Nico Williams. And Dani Olmo. Carvajal. Dani Olmo moved on forwards. He can get that clear. Ball is over the line. Spain looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's neat. That has been knocked clear. It's a decent-looking cross. Corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal. And here's Morata. Dani Olmo. Williams. Oh, nice touch. Pedri. Oh, sweet feet. Defending of the desperate variety. It's Pedri. Oh, the shot could be on here. And here's Morata. It's Morata! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cattell over to the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Aimed in towards the centre. And that was very necessary. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Yamal. Spain are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Cucurella. Here's Rodri. Pedri. And Cucurella chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Mitrovic. Cadell. Forwards and with intent. Danny Vivian. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Forward it goes. That looks a good ball through.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And it's been taken short. Oh, he's felt that. Kostic with a definite foul there. And that's going to be a booking. Kostic attempts a clearance. That's a throw. Danny Vivian. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Now here's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Dani Olmo. Here's Rodri. Carvajal. Kostic wins the duel this time. Cadell. Aim forwards. Good spot, he's seen the run. Lovely feet. Goes to finish! Dani Olmo. Carvajal. Gently done. Kostic. The half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Spain don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Dani Olmo. Dani Vivian. Pavlovic. To Gutel. And it's Gutel. Shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pedri. Rodri. Passing nice and neat. Gets to show off his quick feet. Crosses it in. Clears it away. In again. Crossed in once more. Cleared away. Oh, good ball. Shot could be on. Oh, good spread. Played in by Dani Carvajal. And that's going to be a goal kick. Time for a change in personnel. And it's played forward. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he'll shoot here. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. And it's gone back to the keeper. Gutel. And it's Gutel. And that has left him in a heap. Out to the left it goes. Kostic. Cross goes in there. Pedri. Now Nico Williams. And Cucurella. Now Nico Williams. Forward it goes. Strong running down that left flank. Mitrovic. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Here comes the cross. And that's been repelled. Morata do have a chance to counter here. Rodri. Yamal. And it's Morata. And Fermin. Nice control. Pedri, played out to the left flank. Now Nico Williams. That's tidy. Williams, hit into the middle.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Yamal. Nice physical challenge. Carvajal.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
It's a throw-in. Cucurella. Can he latch on to this? Williams. Mitrovic. Kostic. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yamal. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Williams. Cleared away. Lovely bit of skill. And Fermin. Vlahovic. Clearly not happy with that. Carvajal. Oh, strongly challenged there. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Danny Vivian. Nico Williams. Right, look promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. That's been drilled forward. Yamal. Forwards and with intent. Picked out brilliantly. Big chance!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Passes short and sharp. Pedri. Shifted upfield. Cucurella crosses. Defending of the desperate variety. Mitrovic making good progress on the right-hand side. He's got away. Mitrovic. Ball driven towards the far post. Nico Williams. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
That's a good run down the left. Up to meet it! He's got a goal! They are right back in business! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Mitrovic. Cucurella. Spread out to the left. Kostic. Climbs up big! Goal! Serbia! And they get themselves in front! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Serbia go into the lead. Danny Vivian. Morata is being harried and hassled.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Nico Williams. Cucurella. Now Danny Vivian. Lenormand. And that's a throw-in. Kostic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now then, the ball's come loose. Moved on forwards. Now it's Kostic. Calmly anticipates. Vermin. Yamal. Some good work on the right flank here. Morata. That's going to go a long way. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vermin. And Carvajal. Danny Vivian. Oh, can he get onto this? It's Pedri. Danny Vivian. Vlahovic. Kostic. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Nico Williams. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right.
Vlahovic! Vermin. Yamal. And Fermin. Great challenge, time to perfection. Cleared without complication. Pavlovic. out towards the flank. Now it's Kostic. Massive leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked a harder thing to do.
Yamal. Carvajal. That's a throw. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Fermin. And here's Morata. Threads one in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Pavlovic. And they've got a throw. Fermin. It's Pedri. And Cucurella. Nico Williams. Decent progress down the left. And that has been clubbed away. Carvajal. Gently done. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cattell. And it's Cattell, driven forward. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Serbia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rodri. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Williams. That's good play. That pass has been well intercepted. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cucurella. That is lovely. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Showing good feet. Crossed in. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Cattell. Mitrovic is onto it in a flash. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pedri. Now Dani Vivian. And Fermin. And he's forced to go back. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Cadell. Kostic. And here's Mitrovic. Clears it out of harm's way.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's had it nicked away. Kostic has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Keeper sees it all the way.
Rodri. Yamal. And Carvajal. Fermin. Rodri.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. There's the crossfield ball. And Carvajal. And Fermin. Rodri. Carvajal. Delivery from Dani Carvajal.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
That's not going to find its target. And that's aimed into the middle. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
In with a header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Rodri absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Pinches it off him. Yamal. Spain are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well timed, excellent interception.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Keeper's got good distance on that. There will be a throw-in. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And here's Morata. Cucurella. Pedri. And Cucurella. Le Normand. And Cucurella.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Towering header! Harmlessly behind. Vlahovic, and it's Mitrovic. Just eases him off the ball.
Serbia certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Cucurella. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And he's heaved it away. Rodri. And the finish! That's very neat. Fermin.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Kostic. He is just caressing the ball. And that has been cleared.
Serbia can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Fermin gets his pass away.
Spain have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Cattell. That has been cut short.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Kostic has created one goal already. Kostic. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Swings it across.
Serbia probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And it's Mitrovic. 2 minutes to be added on. And here's Mitrovic. Shot a goal!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Carvajal. And here's Morata. He's a sharp little ball here. Danger averted for now. Out for a throw. Not too much more here than seeing our time, and time in. And there goes the final whistle.